We're featuring Barefoot Bubbly with Randy Arnold, has come down from Modesto, California. What we paired with the Brut, what Chef Mike Miner put together is a little Kobe beef. Oh darn, you know, one of the best beefs in the whole world. In America, we call it Kobe beef, or Wagyu is the true name of Kobe beef, because Kobe comes from Kobe, Japan. And that's where they originally had this Wagyu beef, and they used to feed it beer every day and massage it and so on and so forth. And then they happened to have enough to where a few people bought some and brought it to the United States, and people fell in love with this stuff. And now we have about 7 different people that raise cattle around the country that have the Wagyu beef in their fields, and we call it then Wagyu. So if you look on a menu in an upscale restaurant where they have something as fine as Kobe beef, because it's not $3.99 a pound, folks, it's a little more expensive than that, and you see Wagyu, you have to know that that's another word, that's the real word for Kobe beef, okay? So they're synonymous. Kobe beef and Wagyu are literally the same thing. So technically speaking, Kobe beef should only come from Kobe, Japan. If it comes from America, it should not be called Kobe beef. It surely should be called Wagyu. So this is just a great combination of the Kobe beef along with this Brut champagne from Barefoot. And again, $9.99, come on folks, don't buy one, buy 3 or 4 bottles when you go to do that. And if you're thinking about having people over at your house for a nice time between now and Christmas, make sure that you give them a glass of champagne when they walk through the door. And Bubbly from Barefoot is not a very bad thought. It's a great place to find a good taste and a really good price. So, any idea about Muscat?
We started planting Moscato grapes. Actually, our largest vineyard source is on the Merced River outside Yosemite National Park. In the
been there many times, as a matter of fact. It's a beautiful area.
It's a great area. We have 3,000 acres on the Merced River. So we started planting Moscato. We've used it as a blender, actually, in a lot of our white wines already. Right. Uh-huh. So we have a long history of using Moscato. But about 4 years ago, we came out with a white Moscato wine, and that was a huge hit. And that really started the whole Moscato trend. So a lot of new consumers to wine really love Moscato. What I say is it's like crushing fresh grapes into a glass.
Wow.
And there's no other grape that really reflects those flavors in the wine as well.
I see. Well, Randy, you have children at home?
No.
Okay, good. Then you don't have to worry about them drinking underage, because, you know, people in the business, they tend to, you know, if you go to Italy, just as an example, the kids that can just barely sit down on a high chair, they have a little glass of wine with their dinner. They usually put a little water in it, but it's not a 21 or nothing situation. And I just wondered, a lot of people that are in the business, their family drinks wine from a very young age, although they, I guess, can't legally admit that. But you know what I'm saying. It's just it's a thing, because you know what? Wine is food. That's an important thing to remember, I believe, and so I'm hoping that you do that too. Well, the Kobe beef went very well with the Brut, and now they're passing on to us our third choice for tonight, which is a bubbly from Barefoot, of course, and it is, which one is that?
The pink Moscato.
Pink Moscato. Yeah. Now, pink Moscato means what? Let me ask you, how do you get it pink?
Okay, that's a very good question. So Moscato is a white grape. So this has white Grenache and white Zinfandel added to Moscato grapes to make the beautiful pink color of the champagne. And this will be our #1 seller this year. It's only been out for a year, and already it's our #1 seller, which is pretty amazing.
Well, one of the things I want to mention about this that we're about to taste for the first time, of the pink Moscato, is the alcohol percentage is only 9%. Now, if you listen to the show very often, you know that I'm not a big fan of high alcohol wines. Not that there's anything bad with it. It's just that high alcohol and pairing with food becomes a lot more difficult. So what that means here in this case is this 9% alcohol is very low, and it just means it's going to go with that much more food without a problem, or obviously by itself. What are some of the things you like to serve with this?
You know, again, spicy foods would be really a fantastic accompaniment to this. You could really have some fun matching those flavors as well. So it's got a lot of wonderful fruit characteristics to it that's quite unique.
Well, I tell you, one of the things I happen to like with this, and we had an opportunity to get some of this a while back, and Tammy and I, my wife and I, have decided that strawberry tartlets and this pink Moscato is a match. It's really very tasty. Now, I shouldn't say that and not include a perfect match, is that Mike Miner has come up with, listen to this, he's taken a fresh date, a fresh date, wrapped it in bacon. Right there, you know it's going to be good. And he's made it part of a little salad with a little coriander, a vinaigrette, and some diced apples. How bad can that be? So you've got a great taste in the champagne, and you've got a great accompaniment to go along with that. So I think we're in pretty good shape. This is Border Grill. What do you guys think? I know everybody here has never been here before, so everybody, what do you think? Border Grill okay? Yeah. So when you come to Las Vegas, folks, go to Mandalay Bay, ask them how directions to get to Border Grill, and come on in and try a lunch or a dinner. They're open every day, and I have to tell you, Chef Mike does a beautiful job, and all of his crew does exactly what he thinks is the best. Hopefully, when we come back, Mike will be here. We'll get a chance to talk with him, but if not, we're just going to taste this food. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back right after these messages.